Hi everyone, I welcome you all to the All Computer Classes. We are continuing with chapter 9 and this is part 4 of Microsoft Word 2010. Right? So today we will be studying about checking spelling and grammar using thesaurus and inserting symbols. Right? So let's begin the topics. You might have observed these kind of red lines, green lines and blue wavy lines under few words in our document, right? So this is done by Microsoft Office program to help us to spot the grammar and spelling error easily, right? So otherwise we need to read the paragraph and we need to check it. So this is a help provided by the MS Word. So Word has inbuilt dictionary and a set of grammatical rules to check the spellings and grammar for any text document, right? So let's understand what these colorful line indicates. So a red wavy line indicates incorrect spelt word. Green wavy line indicates a grammatical error. Blue wavy line indicates contextual spelling error. We have two ways to implement checking spelling and grammar. So one way is to right click on the word which is incorrect, right? And second way is to go to the review tab and open in the proofing group we have spelling and grammar option, right? So let's correct it. For example, I have this word incorrect. So red indicates incorrect spelling. So one way is to right click here and in the drop down menu we have suggestion, right? So what is the right spelling? I need to click on that. This is the word I have chosen, right? Similarly, we can correct this word by right clicking on it and choosing the word, right? This is the one way. Second way of checking the spelling and grammar is to select the paragraph, go in the review tab, and in the proofing group we have spelling and grammar. So I need to click this tool and here the dictionary is reading my text. So it has found the first mistake here in the favorite spelling. It has some suggestion with it and it is suggesting us. So for example, it is already highlighted. I'll click here and change, right? So the next word it has come across is gardens and everyday, right? So it has spotted the error, so I'll change it. Now beautiful it has chosen. So this is the suggested word, so I'll change it. So this is done. Now here we have come across the cultivated dot there, so there is no space, so it is recommended to change. Now we have a lot of space in botanical, so it is showing us the error, so I'll change it, right? Now we have this contextual, so there is so much snow, so this is contextual error. The word itself is correct but it is used at the wrong place. So here it has, so here I need to choose this word and change it. So this is how we can, you see I have written a wrong word here. I don't know. So here KNOW, know is the correct word which should be used. So I have written no. So that's how this blue line was indicated. Contextual error. The word itself is correct but it is used at the wrong place. So I'll change it. Do not is suggested. Okay. So this is how we can rectify all the mistakes using spelling and grammar tool of the MS Word, right? I hope you are clear with it. The next topic is using thesaurus. A thesaurus is an inbuilt dictionary that enables us to look for synonyms, antonyms, word substitutes and alternative spellings, right? This feature increases our writing abilities and vocabulary and help us to write better or have a better understandings of text, right? So for example, I have these three words with me. Now I'll use thesaurus tool for having more vocabulary related to these words. So let's say I choose this word. I go in the review tab, and in the proofing group I have thesaurus tool. I can open it by pressing Shift plus F7 key from the keyboard, right? So I'll click here and I'll have this pan on the right side. Now view has these opinions, right? In terms of opinion, interpretation, assessment, understanding. So view is also sight, view of some place. So sights, visions, outlooks, observation used. So we have seen, pictures, spectacles, prospect. So many words are there. So how one is observing something, right? So this is more suitable word. For example, perceive. So how I will use it is already highlighted in a box. So here we have a drop down option. I may directly click insert, or I can copy it. If I copy it, this word is already selected. I'll click and use Ctrl plus V option from the keyboard, right? For example, I want to use some other word, so I'll select it, and for example I want to use consider, so I'll insert. For example, I want to use some other word, observe, regards, so I'll insert it. So that is the way to insert the word from the thesaurus or research pan, right? Now we have pupils word, right? So I can copy it from the text. I can come here in the search pan, search for, Ctrl V, paste and click here, right? So learner, beginner, novice, trainee, student, these can be the words which can replace this word. So for example, I want to write trainee, so I'll insert, right? So this is how I can use it, right? Now clicking this back button will show me all the words that I have just used, right? So it will show me the history. So thesaurus is a very useful tool of MS Word, so you must access it whenever you're coming across any new or difficult word. You should learn from this thesaurus more to enhance your vocabulary, right? So I hope you have understood how to use this tool. The next topic we are having is inserting symbols, right? So at time you must have seen some special characters in your document. So those symbols are not generally available in the keyboard, right? Standard keyboards are not having those symbols. So in computer terminology, such special characters are called symbols, right? A particular mark that represent some piece of information is called symbol, right? So we should know how to insert these symbols, right? So first of all we need to click where we want to insert a symbol, right? Then we will go in the insert tab. In the insert tab, come at the extreme right side and you will get to see a symbols group. In the symbols group you have this drop down menu. Here you can click, the mostly used symbol will be available here, right? So if the symbols are not available here, you can click on more symbols and this box will open in front of you, right? So from here you can insert the symbol, right? For example, I want to write the formula of surface of a cone, so I need to insert pi, right? And I'll click insert and close. Now I'll go in the insert tab. In the symbols group I need to click here and I'll go in the more symbols. So here I have a drop down menu which is telling me the different kind of Arabic, American, Thai, Georgian, so different symbols which are used in different languages. For example, I have this currency symbol, right? So let's find our symbol of rupees. Let's see if it is available here. Yes, so this is a symbol I want to insert. So I'll insert, click and insert and close. So rupees 50,000 I can write, right? So this is the way. For example, I want to write the cone surface area, right? So its formula is, for example, I'll come here, I'll write pi, then r, then bracket L plus R and bracket close. So see, this word is not available in the dictionary, so that's how it is showing me wrong. So I can ignore, right, or I can add into the dictionary. For example, I want to write the surface of area of sphere, right? So the formula is equal to 4. Now I'll go in the symbols, pi, r, now superscript in the home tab, I'll write 2, click it back, and that's it, right? So this is how we can insert the symbols from the symbols group in the insert tab, right? So this is very easy. You can use it while writing your equation of physics and chemistry or mathematics, right? So I hope you have understood. This is very easy. Just keep practicing, keep learning, and God bless you all.